Welcome to SledHead 24/7. I'm Misha Johnson, and this is the final episode of the season, and we have saved all of the very best stuff for last. Right now, we are in Spirit Mountain in Duluth, Minnesota, watching some WSA Hillcross. Last week, we revealed our 2009 Sled of the Year selections, but there was only so much information we could fit into one episode. So now, here is even more footage and reviews from Snowshoot. After we presented the Sled of the Year awards on our show, we sent Paul Mack to present the trophies to the manufacturers.
Here at Paul Mack, SledHead 24/7 with Steve Cowing from Bombardier. We got a couple of words to give Steve here. It gives me great pleasure. I want to say on behalf of Matt and myself, John Daniels, we've got Andy, Misha, there's so many people that help us SledHead 24/7, Kari, our other test rider, to present the Snowmobile of the Year for the mountain sled to you guys. I mean, that truly is a hands-down winner. And we did a lot of riding in a lot of different conditions, not just mountains, not just the trails to get there. When tested bumps, it truly is a fantastic snowmobile. It really is.
I'm really glad you guys liked it, and I'm very honored to thank you very much for this. The real heart of the matter still for a mountain sled will be the way they climb and the way they work. And with the Rev XP, we think is a real distinct advantage with the power to weight ratio that we deliver.
Yep.
No one else is at the power and weight ratio that we've got, and that's the real shining example there. But you know, you guys are very experienced riders. You've had a chance to play in the mountains quite a bit, so it means a lot for us to win awards like this.
We're about to give away the Sled of the Year for trail performance. We're trying to track down Pat Bourgeois. We've been spending a couple of weeks here. We think we finally found him. He's at the Regal Movie Theater. You can see he's just coming out right now with all of his friends. None. This should be exciting. Let's check it out. Pat.
I'm excited.
Well, Pat, it really is. Congratulations.
Wow.
Snowmobile of the Year trail performance. And
Awesome.
I got to say, out of all the riding we did, that hands down was the toughest thing to decide on. It was so good, and I had to give it I'd like to say, the Paul Mack stress test.
If you'd have just listened to me when I first told you, it'd have been an easy choice, right?
Yeah, well, you did tell me earlier that would be the Sled of the Year, and you weren't the only one that said that.
I'm a prophet.
Some of you guys got it dialed. The engine pulls so smooth, so hard, so constant. There's no flat spots. It doesn't pick up anywhere. Smooth pull from the get-go.
Yeah, the new 800, we're really excited about it this year coming in the flatland performance category. I mean, we introduced it last year in the mountains. Really, really happy with the performance. The quality has been amazing. Failure rate's been extremely low. It's exceeded our expectations. So we're pumped about that 800 SP, and like you nailed it, it's about ride, handling, and performance, and we frankly feel it's probably got the best 800 motor in the market.
I got to agree with you. Well, congratulations, Pat. Job well done at Polaris Industries. SledHead 24/7 Sled of the Year.
Horton Hears a Who after this?
I'm in.
My sixth time.
I am in. Let's go.
It's an awesome movie.
Let's go.
See you guys.
See you guys. On behalf of SledHead 24/7, Steve, we want to present you another award for Crossover Snowmobile of the Year. And that was really a big segment, I think, for people that, in this area, we're in the Midwest here. If you don't want to own just a mountain sled, because you aren't into mountains, and if you're here and you can't obviously own a mountain sled, you have to have a short track. But if you want to go out west, then you have to either rent or buy another machine. To me personally, because I do both, and people that live around this area do both, you might take 1 or 2 trips out west. This is a big deal, the crossover segment.
The crossover segment's been growing for a lot of years, and the Renegade really was one of the first ones that really kind of took it to the next level, where we gave it a good ride, a good trail ability, plus we added a little bit extra width to the track for extra flotation. So one of the tricks behind our Renegade is obviously a little wider track than most of them. And again, it's a segment we see growing, and it has great popularity. So we're glad that you've chosen us as the recipient of your Sled of the Year award, because it shows we are making some of the right steps in the right direction.
What a great job, Skidoo. Wow, congratulations.
Unfortunately, we couldn't find Arctic Cat's Cale Wayner anywhere. Arctic Cat won the 4-stroke Trail Rocket of the Year award for their Z1 Turbo.
I can honestly say I've ridden a lot of snowmobiles over the years, hundreds and hundreds of them. I've never ridden a production snowmobile that pulled this hard, went this fast, and still went over bumps. Never in my life.
But we were able to find Yamaha's Wade West on his way to lunch.
Wade! How are you?
Good.
Good to see you, Wade. We've been trying to find you, and it's difficult to find a guy like you.
Going to lunch.
Well, as you great rock star style life you guys lead here, snowmobiling all over the world, I said, which they are, eating at the nicest restaurants, which they are, dating the nicest like women are married to them, which sometimes they are. No, we want to give you an award here for SledHead 24/7. I've been trying to track you down. You guys won the SledHead 24/7 Touring Sled of the Year for the Yamaha RS Venture GT. We want to congratulate you on that one.
No kidding, thanks. New on the RS Venture GT, we have the brand new Genesis 120 Fi fuel-injected engine. The new Venture GT is built on the Delta Box 2 chassis, which is the same chassis as the Apex and the RS Vector. So it's rider forward, comfortable rider forward. So the rider and the passenger are both up and forward on the sled. Gives it a really comfortable posture. And we have a whole new suspension package under the sled as well.
You know, we noticed that right away too. We got on it. We all three had the same conclusion. After the three of us testing it, all three had the same conclusion. This was the best handling, smoothest riding, and what I liked, the quietness of it and the windshield. The windshield blocked out all noise. I mean, whether any wind noise, ambient noise, I mean, it's just so nice and quiet and warm. Talk about warmth on the vehicle with that big of a windshield. Just so ergonomics of it. What a great job you guys did on that.
Well, thanks. Again, we really put a lot of effort and thought into designing that sled for a long-range, long-day rider. Obviously, a touring rider is very interested in being comfortable as well as having a fun ride, very sporty performance. But like you mentioned, the large windshield, the warmth, the wind protection, really, at the end of the day, that rider is going to be very comfortable and very happy with their choice.
And that's exactly what we found. Once again, congratulations, Wade West from Yamaha. What a great job. Well deserved.
Well, thanks a lot. We really appreciate it.
All season long, we have waited to find out which of our Shift My Ride contestants would win the brand new 2009 Polaris IQ Shift. And guess what? That wait is finally over. Take a look. The SledHead website has been flooded by thousands of people voting for their favorite contestant. Pat Bourgeois wanted to personally deliver the news to the winner.
There was a rabid dog running around here earlier, so we're trying to be a little cautious because I don't want to get bit. Let's go. I feel like Ed McMahon. We forgot to bring the balloons. Welcome everyone to the SledHead 24/7 Shift Your Ride contest. This is where you guys get a chance to prove to the SledHead viewers that you deserve to win a Shift snowmobile from Polaris.
When I got to Minnesota, I found out that it wasn't a joke anymore, that I was really in the contest, and that I was about to have the time of my life.
For our first challenge, we're going to meet your snowmobiles.
1989 Indy 500 Classic.
You know, some things are classic, some things are just old.
We're going to make a custom graphic package.
Here you could have a girl like leaning up against this hump or something like that, standing up.
And today, I'm going to take a break. And you guys are going to be put to work.
You guys signed up for the free IQ Shift from Polaris? Come on over here.
When we went to Canterbury, I didn't know what to expect because I'd never been to a snowcross race. It was so exciting, so thrilling. Let's go. I'm going to every one from now on. I am hooked.
Wait here, I'll be right back, okay?
When we received our new outfits, we didn't know what to think at first.
I had no clue what was going on. Look what I'm wearing right now. Do you like it?
Because I got to meet lovely Misha. There she is. Oh, I love her.
So you guys ready?
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
Oh my God, you're here! I've waited so long!
I don't know what I'm scared more of, the dog or you?
Come here, Bella. Sorry.
Well, you know why we're here. SledHead 24/7 Shift My Ride contest.
Yeah.
You received the most votes. You are the winner of a 2009 IQ Shift.
Okay.
Are you gonna cry?
Yeah, well, when you wait for her this long, it's unbelievable.
You're genuinely happy, excited? Look at her.
Yeah, I really am.
Were you sleeping?
No.
No. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Easton, you know what your mom just did? She just won a snowmobile. The SledHead 24/7 Shift My Ride. How about that?
Fine.
Rock on.
All right.
We'll get the sled shipped to Forest Lake Motorsports.
Okay.
I'm assuming that's the dealer
Yep.
that you'll choose.
That's where I got my list.
And it'll show up this fall, and
Really?
everything will be taken care of. You just got to go up there and sign the paperwork, and away you'll go.
Don, Mark, Jordan, I'm sorry.
Sort of.
Well, kind of, but I am in a way because now I'm going to cry because we all deserved it. And they're great people. But you can come ride it anytime. Even though it's pink. So.
I think Don likes pink because he liked yellow.
Welcome back to SledHead 24/7, coming to you from a WSA Hillcross race in Duluth, Minnesota. Now, Hillcross racing is becoming one of the most popular forms of snowmobile racing, and of course, one of the biggest races in Hillcross is the Jackson Hole Hill Climb. We recently met up with the guys at Speedworks as they prepared some of their Arctic Cat racers to take on the granddaddy of them all.
We're here in Rob Kincaid's shop, just between Victor and Driggs, Idaho. Here just a week before Jackson Hole Hill Climb. Doing a little testing, doing a little riding on consumer stuff, hanging out with the guys. Main reason we're here though is to make sure all the race sleds and our motor packages and stuff are running the way they should, and making sure that they're ready to go out there and win some races here this upcoming weekend at Jackson. We built all the race engines for all the factory Arctic Cat riders that are in any of the improved stock classes or mod classes, so your higher up classes. Two riders that we focused on here will be Rob Kincaid and TNT Todd Tupper. Dynamite. He's hot like fire. Here with Rob Kincaid, one of the factory Arctic Cat hill climb racers. He's been on the Cat team for what, probably 10?
I think this is my 10th year.
10th year, and he's been on our Speedworks motor program here for about 5 years. Normally try to make it out here once a year to go riding with him, because he's one hell of a guy, and knows the Rocky Mountains like nobody else. Rocky Mountain Rob.
Some of my friends kind of call me Rocky Mountain Rob, but you know, I haven't quite figured out if it's a smart nickname or if it's really cool, but you can call me whatever you want.
This morning we actually just went out for just a fun ride. A group of us got together and went and played riding and didn't worry about the weekend and just kind of got our minds off of it.
We've been riding in the Teton Mountains.
We rode today in approximately 2.5 feet of fresh powder. Snowed on us all day long, a lot of steep climbing, a lot of cornices to jump off of, and we had a great time.
We like to take these flatlanders up in the hills and go into the trees and just make their life miserable, so they don't want to come back, and every year they seem to bring more and more friends.
My name's Pat Dorr. I'm from the Flatland. Had a lot of interesting experiences today with Rocky Mountain Rob.
We usually wreck a few sleds and have a good time.
I ran over a tree and stuck it up into my clutch, and the motor stopped dead. And then he came down and did surgery on the sled so I could ride some more. He did it with like a couple twigs and pine needles. He fixed it. I couldn't believe it. These Rocky Mountain guys are pretty good.
Jackson's the biggest and baddest hill climb racing event of the year.
If you've never had an opportunity to come to Jackson Hole to the race, it's probably one of the most phenomenal shows on snow.
This weekend at Jackson Hole, I'll be competing in 7 improved, 7 mod, 8 improved, and 8 mod. Speedworks has done a number of things to help us get prepared. You know, obviously they build our engine packages for us.
Speedworks this year has built me a 7 improved stock sled, and also an 8 improved stock sled that I race, and 8 improved and 1000 improved. And they just build some awesome motors and just straight up horsepower. Me and Todd went up and did a little bit of testing,
just kind of some last-minute stuff.
This afternoon we did some clutch work, a little bit of suspension work, just kind of finalized everything for the weekend.
We have finally arrived at the Big Blue Barn. On the way here, we had a little excursion. And the lovely lady in front of us hauling snowmobiles on a flat-plate snowmobile trailer didn't have her lights hooked up and didn't bother to use her blinker or brakes. And we could either rear-end her and demolish her sleds and trailer and whole equipment, or take the scenic route. And Todd decided to take the scenic route, and we were up all cockeyed and off camber. We had 2 of the 4 tires up on the railing on a bridge over the river, so lucky to be here. It's pretty exciting, to say the least. Where we're standing right now is about midway up the hill itself, and then the peak to the hill that we're testing on is the same elevation as Jackson itself. So checking things out, dialing things in, making sure Todd's happy.
Test went really well today. I think it'll make a good difference on the hill for Friday, and we're ready to roll.
You know, I wish the best for the whole Arctic Cat team. If history repeats itself, we should have a pretty good weekend.
Well, my goal's to win. I haven't got a win this year, and I'm just saving it for this weekend.
Well, obviously I would like to win all 4 classes, but we'll see what happens.
Welcome back to SledHead 24/7. Now, as we wrap up the season here in Duluth, here's one story we did not want you to miss.
We are in Brainerd, Minnesota, at the home of the Brainerd National Snowcross events. We have the ultimate fan experience. We call it Crew Member for a Day. That's when we pick one lucky contestant that entered through the WPSA website, and they are selected to be a part of Avalanche Racing for the entire day. We participate in Crew Member for the Day at every national event, and our crew member stays with us all day Sunday.
It's pretty cool, you know. If I wasn't racing, I'd want to be, you know, have the opportunity to go check all these rigs. You know, it's a pretty cool thing.
This contest was started to really give the fans the ultimate experience to understand snowcross from the pits. We also involve them with the WPSA on track, with the flaggers, with the starters, with the groomers. They work up in the press box, actually even announcing racing. Pretty cool.
Yeah, he just gets a whole bunch of stuff to do, and you know, a lot of times they're wore out at the end of the day. They get to do so many different things.
Crew Member for a Day has been awesome. I've been a snowcross fan for 8 years now, 10 years now, whatever it's been, and this is probably one of the greatest experiences that I've gotten to do. Kevin Bird?
Hey, how's it going?
Hi, good. Hi, Ross Martin?
Yeah.
How you doing? Kevin Bird.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, the question we had up in the booth is, what's your real name?
Travis Gula.
Travis.
Yeah. How you doing?
What's up, Levi?
Levi,
Nice how you doing?
Crew member for the day. You're the crew member.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. You been to the website?
Yeah. Team Avalanche is stepping up and, you know, offering a little bit more than most teams, and you know, it's a good way for us to show our great sponsors off. You know, Polaris Parts Unlimited, Yellow Book, Liberty Coach, Artiva, Truckee. You know, just everybody, and you know how they give out a little extra stuff when we hit the podium, and you know, it's just a great deal for everybody all the way around.
Andrew made the podium, so they kicked in quite a bit. HMK backpack, a Z1R helmet, stuff from Stud Boy, stuff from Power Mad. The list goes on and on and on. Go to the website, avalancheraceteam.com, sign up for it. Maybe you'll get picked and you get to spend the day with a bunch of great guys and a really fast race team.
This is the second time Brainerd International Raceway has hosted a national WPSA event. Everyone had their work cut out for them because this race was a double-header.
Yeah, I mean, these double headers are brutal, you know. You're out there pounding, you know, over and over and over, and it's hard on your body and hard on equipment.
On day one of the Pro Open Finals, Tucker Hibbert claimed a second-place position.
Yeah, we were supposed to be finished up a couple weeks ago back in New York, and they ended up canceling that race due to some bad weather. So had to come here and finish up the season. Couldn't cut the fans and sponsors short one race, so we came back here and trying to get some more podiums for them.
Robbie Melanowski had a repeat of his BIR final from last year and took home a first place.
You know, it was just kind of something we needed because we struggled quite a bit at the start of the year, and now it feels like it's all the hard work's paying off.
On day two of the Pro Open Finals, Ryan Simons, while down with a cold, unexpectedly managed a third-place finish.
I got some sort of cold and can't breathe and lungs are killing me and just sucks. It's been a ridiculously long weekend and ended on a good note, so I'm happy.
In his first podium of the season, Matthew Morin claimed second place. Area native Levi LaValle had a stellar weekend. He claimed third on day one of the Pro Open Finals and first on day two.
I just won my second final of the weekend. You know, I won a stock final, and now I won an open one, and I couldn't be happier. You know, I had a ton of my my friends and family and all the locals came out. You know, it's Longville's not too far away, so they all came out. Heck, they even brought a bus over with kids. And, you know, it was awesome. It couldn't have worked out any better having them here cheering me on and then me going on to win. So I'm pretty excited about that. I definitely wouldn't have made it through this weekend, the 4 finals and all the heat races, if I wasn't pounding Red Bulls like a madman.
I guess the only thing missing was Misha, but we had the team owner, Bonnie Glafke, here, and she took care of us, so cheers.
This year's AMSOIL Triple Crown Series was a huge success. There were record-breaking numbers of fans, racers, and cash payouts. So far, we have revealed all the winners of the individual races, but we have yet to reveal the points champions. For overall points in the Pro 600 class, Jesse West claimed third place. He's loving that second place position. Like last year's Triple Crown Series, Gabe Bunke once again claimed second place. Well, your kids have got to be pretty pumped.
Yeah, I'm sure they are. I haven't talked to them yet, but I know my wife, she came over and said, good job, you know, whatever. So.
This year's new AMSOIL Triple Crown champion is DJ Eckery.
I guess I won the Open and the stock in the Triple Crown, and I think I'm second overall in the USCC throughout the whole year, so I'm happy.
Do you want to participate in the Triple Crown Series next year? If so, log on to SledHead24-7.com for details. Well, that does it for this episode of SledHead 24/7, and this also marks the end of our 2008 season. But don't worry, if you need your SledHead fix, you can always log on to our website at SledHead24-7.com. I'm Misha Johnson, and we'll see you at Haydays in September. You don't want to miss us.
Hope she doesn't smother me with kisses when she finds out. Got a girlfriend, you know.
I hope you're not taping that. Oh, you were? I'm not a thief. I stole it. Take a look. I thought you fell.